extremely proud to be able to introduce this book to you and introduce Dora and her life's work.
Thank you everyone for coming here. It's amazing to celebrate this amazing achievement that Dora has put together.
They start off with putting one colour on top of the other colour and usually just sort of scribble around a bit, and we called that the scribble stage. And then I noticed that they were separating the colours in sort of coloured patches, not covering the whole page at first, but just sort of all over the place a bit. And I started to call that topology, and that comes from the Greek word of place. Yes.
Pink and green.
Wow.
And orange.
Wow. How did you make green?
Putting the blue, the yellow and the blue, and mix green.
Wow.
Eventually they get into pattern making, and I notice that happens because in the topology stage they eventually cover the whole page with paint, and when they get to the edge of the paper they might make one line. In one painting you can see a line, and then another second or third painting after that you see there might be a couple of lines to start off with. And they internalise that, and then they start to repeat the lines, maybe 3 colours, and keep on going, repeating and repeating and repeating until they get to the end of the paper. And I started to call that pattern making, of course. Eventually they seem to get into dividing the space. They start off a diagonal line, and then they might go to the top of the right-hand corner and do another line. And then one day they might actually put in a vertical line as well and a horizontal line. And it just so happened that a teacher who was teaching primary school discovered that he could teach them, he was teaching year 4 and 5, that he could tell them about angles and fractions. And that was a wonderful idea because that got me into the idea of sort of thinking about mathematics.